Hi, I'm Carlos Sluzki. This is a comment about my paper, Proxemics in Couple Interaction, Rekindling and Old Optic. How did this whole thing started? A couple of years ago, I was at the opera and I saw a performance of Bluebeard Castle written by Bela Bartok. It's a one-act opera, two main characters. It was sung in Hungarian. I don't know Hungarian, and I don't understand it, but I had a great time. I loved the music, and I loved the performance also. The actors were very expressive. The singers were very expressive in their exaggerated operatic performances. And so I was fascinated at seeing gestures, facial expressions, inventing the story. I knew Perrault's original Mother Goose story of Bluebeard, but nonetheless. So as I was watching all that richness, I was, without understanding any word, I was reminded of the contributions of Al Schefflin. Early in the field of family therapy, he was an important player, mainly centering his focus in interpersonal processes from the extraverbal viewpoint, social interactions, interpersonal distance, gestures, etc., etc. Fascinating thing. It also reminded me of an old paper of mine on the Latin lover revisited, in which I was focusing on the misunderstandings of interpersonal distance versus intent in that moment. So as I was, then I got the text of the opera, I observed, I read the text, fitted it with the nonverbals, it expanded my understanding, but not much really. But at the same time, it made me feel that, or think that the field of family therapy has lost part of a language by ceasing paying attention to the extraverbal components. The emphasis on textual analysis, the emphasis on the narrative proper, without realizing that ultimately the story is cooked in a package that contains verbal and non-verbal components. And that non-verbal has been sort of out of the language. And so this paper has as a main intent to invite the reader to rekindle and readopt, reincorporate a sensitivity toward the non-verbal components of that complement, supplement, and sometimes contradict the more verbal output in interpersonal processes. I believe that this recapturing it would enrich both research and practice. That's what is the paper about. Thank you.